Namaste, and a very warm welcome to our channel, my dear friends. Today, we are embarking on a truly exciting journey, building a simple blockchain right here in Java. Have you ever wondered how cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin work? At their heart, they use a technology called blockchain. It's a secure, distributed ledger that's incredibly fascinating. In this tutorial, we will break down the core concepts into easy-to-understand steps. We will learn what a block is, how hashing secures our data, and how these blocks are chained together to form an immutable ledger. By the end of this session, you will have a foundational understanding and a working simple blockchain in Java. So, grab your favorite beverage, get ready to code, and let's demystify blockchain together. Are you excited? I certainly am. Let's begin our coding adventure. Alright, let's dive into the very first building block of our blockchain, the block itself. Imagine a block as a digital container, a box, holding some important information. Every block in our blockchain will have a few key pieces of data. First, it will store the actual data. This could be transaction details, messages, or anything you want to record. Second, it will have a timestamp, indicating when the block was created. Third, and very important, it will store the hash of the previous block in the chain. And finally, each block will have its own unique hash, which is like its digital fingerprint. This hash is calculated based on all the data inside the block. On the whiteboard, you can see our block class structure. It's a simple Java class with these fields and a constructor to initialize them. This forms the fundamental unit of our entire blockchain structure. Now, let's talk about the magic ingredient that makes blockchains so secure, hashing. Hashing is like taking any amount of data and transforming it into a fixed-size string of characters, a unique digital fingerprint. Even a tiny change in the original data will result in a completely different hash. For our blockchain, we will use a cryptographic hashing algorithm called SHA-256, which stands for Secure Hash Algorithm 256-bit. This algorithm is widely used for its security properties. Each block's hash is calculated using its data, timestamp, and the previous block's hash. This creates a strong link. If someone tries to tamper with the data in an old block, its hash will change, breaking the chain and immediately revealing the tampering. On the whiteboard, you can see the calculate hash method, which uses Java's MessageDigest class to generate this SHA-256 hash. This is how we ensure the integrity and immutability of our blockchain. Excellent. We have our block class and our calculate hash method. Now, it's time to put it all together and build our actual blockchain. A blockchain is essentially a list or an array list in Java of these interconnected blocks. The very first block in any blockchain is special. It's called the Genesis block. It doesn't have a previous block, so its previous hash is typically set to 0. After the Genesis block, every new block we add will reference the hash of the block that came immediately before it. This creates an unbroken, chronological chain. On the whiteboard, observe our blockchain class. It holds an array list of block objects. We'll have a method, perhaps called addBlock, that takes new data, creates a new block with the correct previous hash from the last block in our chain, calculates its own hash, and then adds it to our list. This is where the chain part of blockchain truly comes alive, linking everything securely. As you embark on building your own blockchain, it's natural to encounter a few bumps along the road. Let's discuss some common mistakes and how to avoid them. One frequent error is forgetting to correctly set the previous hash for a new block. If you don't link a new block to the hash of the last block in the chain, your chain will be broken and its integrity will be compromised. Always ensure you fetch the hash of the most recent block before creating a new one. Another mistake can be in the hash calculation itself. Ensure your calculate hash method is robust and consistently produces the correct SHA-256 output. For best practices, always make your block objects as immutable as possible once created. This means their data should not change after the block is added to the chain. Also, remember to handle potential exceptions, especially when dealing with cryptographic functions. Test your calculate hash method thoroughly with different inputs to ensure it's working as expected. These tips will help you build a more robust and secure simple blockchain. And there you have it, my friends. We have successfully built a simple blockchain in Java from scratch. We started by understanding the fundamental unit, the block, which holds our data, timestamp, and hashes. Then, we delved into the crucial concept of hashing using SHA-256 to create unique digital fingerprints and ensure data integrity. Finally, we learned how to chain these blocks together, with each new block referencing the hash of its predecessor, forming an immutable and secure ledger. This foundational knowledge is your first step into the fascinating world of distributed ledger technology. Remember, practice is key. Try adding more features to your blockchain, like validating the chain or adding a proof-of-work mechanism. If you found this tutorial helpful and enjoyed learning with me, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting Java programming tutorials. Your support truly motivates us to create more content. Keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Jai Hind.